Hi, this is Todd Kelting. This is another episode of Tuesdays with Todd. Today we're putting the pieces together on the benefits of filing early suits, particularly in Prince George's County. So for those of you who manage properties in Prince George's County, you know that the difference between filing a lawsuit on the second day of the month and filing a lawsuit on the seventh day of the month can be 2 weeks in terms of when we end up going to court. And because there's such a volume of cases that gets filed on the 6th and the 7th day of the month, that 2-week period of time from that you're cost by waiting can also cost you money in terms of how long it takes for the court to process the paperwork that we file after the judgment is entered. So for particular cases where you have a tenant who is, let's say, gaming the system a little bit, and by that I mean your tenants know how this works. They are sometimes very skilled at the legal system, and they understand that if they pay you before court, you have to dismiss the case. The goal of all of this, all that we're doing, putting these pieces together, is not to evict all of your tenants. The goal is to change tenant behavior if we can and to get you paid sooner. So in Prince George's County, if you have a tenant who is gaming the system by paying you the day before court, sometimes it makes sense to move the needle a little bit and file suit a few days earlier. Filing suit on the 2nd of the month can get you an earlier court date, and getting you an earlier court date can force your tenant to pay you sooner to avoid having a judgment entered or, of course, being evicted. So there are huge benefits to filing suit earlier. You don't want to file against every tenant every month on the second day of the month, but if you can create a specific rule for which tenant should be sued earlier, you'll benefit from it in a lot of ways. That's this week's episode of Tuesdays with Todd, putting the pieces together.